I'm Miss Stephanie, and if you haven't met me yet, you'll be seeing me at Lakewood and Creekside and Cecilia Valley Elementaries in person, and I hope you join me. So today we're talking about pumpkins, and we're gonna count our pumpkins to see how many friends are here today. How many pumpkins are here today? How many pumpkins are here to stay? Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pumpkins are here today. Now let's clap it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now let's stomp it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job, guys. All right, friends, we're gonna do zoom, zoom, zoom. Everybody stand up and get ready.
Attention all astronauts, please report to the rocket ship and prepare yourselves for blast off. Thank you.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. If you wanna take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. If you wanna take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Yay!
This is a song about opposites. Let's start with big and small.
This is big, big, big. This is big, big, big. This is big, big, big. This is big. This is small, small, small. This is small, small, small. This is small, small, small. This is small.
Now let's do loud and quiet.
This is loud, loud, loud. This is loud, loud, loud. This is loud, loud, loud. This is loud.
This is quiet. Shh. This is quiet. Shh. This is quiet. Shh. This is quiet.
Now let's do fast and slow.
This is fast, fast, fast. This is fast, fast, fast. This is fast, fast, fast. This is fast.
This is
Slow. This is slow.
This
is slow. This is slow.
Now let's do yes and no.
This is yes, yes, yes. This is yes, yes, yes. This is yes, yes, yes. This is yes.
This is
No, no, no. This is no, no, no. This is no, no, no. This is no. Good job, friends. All right, friends, since we're talking about pumpkins, I'm gonna read 5 little pumpkins to you, and here's my 5 little pumpkins. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run, let's run." The fifth one said, "It's Halloween fun." Whew, went the wind, and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Okay, guys, now it's time for our shapes and colors. And I got little pumpkins just for us to do pumpkin shapes. This is diamond. You might also hear rhombus, square, pentagon, triangle, rectangle, circle, and hexagon. Now we're gonna do our pumpkin colors. Pumpkins can come in different colors, but not all these colors. Let's see what we have. Green. And if you know these colors, shout them out to your grown-up. Yellow. Blue. Pink, that's my favorite. Purple. Red. Orange. Most pumpkins are orange. Black. And white. You can find white pumpkins too. I actually have one with me. All right, friends, we're gonna read a couple stories about pumpkins. Okay, friends, if you've ever seen if you give a mouse a cookie, this is the same mouse. This is called It's Pumpkin Day Mouse. Mouse has 7 pumpkins to decorate. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's lots of pumpkins. Mouse paints a happy face on this pumpkin. This pumpkin's sad. This pumpkin has a silly face. This pumpkin looks surprised. Can you show me your surprise face? One of the pumpkins is missing. Eek! What is that? What kind of face is that, guys? Boo! Dog made a scary pumpkin. Now it's time to make friendly pumpkins. I'd rather have a friendly pumpkin. What about you? Happy Pumpkin Day, Mouse. Now, if you decorate your own pumpkin, you should send Miss Stephanie a picture of it. I can't wait to see your guys' pumpkins. This one is called Spookly, the square pumpkin. Have you ever seen a square pumpkin? That sounds silly. One day in the pumpkin patch, the strangest little pumpkin hatched. Spookly wasn't like his friends. Where they had curves, he had ends. Spookly was different. He was odd. He was rare. Spookly the pumpkin wasn't round. He was square. While the round pumpkins had fun rolling along, poor Spookly sat there shaped all wrong. He tried and tried with all his might, but he couldn't budge. He just sat tight. The other pumpkins teased him because he was square. Spookly wished he was round and could roll everywhere. That is, until one night when they all discovered it's fine to be round when the weather is fair, but there are times it's better to be square. Halloween was just a day away when a mighty storm blew across the bay. It tossed the round pumpkins to and fro. It snapped their vines and off they'd go, bouncing left and slamming right, banging, bashing, what a sight! Spookly sat there filled with fright, but glad to be square that night. Suddenly, the fence gave way. 3 pumpkins rolled out into the bay. Spookly knew what must be done. It was up to him. He was the one. He teetered, he tottered, he tipped, he tried, and finally flipped. He was on his side. Again he tipped, again he flopped, again he flipped, and then he stopped. Right in the gap where the fence had snapped, he blocked the way. The hole was capped. All the pumpkins shouted, "Hooray!" Spookly the square pumpkin had saved the day. Then a pumpkin hit him with a whack. He thought his shell would start to crack. Then another one hit him with a thump and another one with a smack. Then one by one, a ton of pumpkins piled on the stack with a bang and a bash and a crunch and a crash, and then it all went black. At dawn, when the storm had stopped, the farmer came out and checked his crop. He picked his pumpkins up one by one and laid them out in the warm sun to dry. And when the last one was moved away, the farmer could see that he saved the day. An odd-shaped pumpkin, short and dense, was wedged against the broken fence. Its shell was bruised, its stem was too, but there was brave little Spookly sitting straight and strong and true. Right then and there, the farmer knew, of all the seeds he'd ever sown, Spooklies were the most special that had ever grown. And the next year, when it was time to sow, he sowed those seeds in every row. He watered and weeded and watched them grow. And oh, that morning about mid-June, when the pumpkin patch began to bloom, there were tiny pumpkins everywhere, hundreds and hundreds, most of them square. Some were cubes, some were rectangles, some were flat, and others triangular. There was a bed of bright red ones and 2 rows of blue ones. There were polka dot pumpkins and rainbow ones too. There were thousands of colors and hundreds of shapes. Oh, what a garden variety makes. Now every year on Halloween, Spookly's patch is quite a scene. People come from near and far to see what wonders grew that year. They stop, they gawk, they gaze, they stare. Then they pick a pumpkin that's round, triangular, or perfectly square. Now you know the story of how Spookly grew. Maybe someday you'll tell someone too. And they'll go tell someone who will tell another. And maybe one day we will all discover that you can't judge a book by its cover. Or a pumpkin. Which color would you pick? I think I like the pink one. All right, friends, you see I have pumpkins here. And they can come in all different shapes and sizes, just like Spookly did. I don't have a square one, but look, I have a little one and a big one. And I showed you, I have a teeny tiny white and green one. It's awesome to be different. As you can see, it makes it beautiful when we're all different. What if all the pumpkins look the same? All right, we're gonna read all about pumpkins so you guys can know some facts about pumpkins. Did you know that pumpkins are a fruit that grow on a vine? There are over 45 different kinds of pumpkins. That's a lot. Pumpkins grow from pumpkin seeds. After a seed is planted, a sprout will pop out of the soil. They need water, sunlight, and soil to grow. Look at the pretty flowers they make. Soon, long vines will grow across the ground and yellow flowers bloom. When the flowers fall off, tiny little green pumpkins will grow. They will grow bigger every day. The vines, they carry the water and nutrients to the fruit to help it grow. Isn't that interesting? And then when you see the orange pumpkins, that's because the pumpkins change colors as it gets more ripe. Ripe is when things are ready. Like if you eat fruits, sometimes they're not ready yet and you have to let them ripen a little bit. Like a banana, it starts out green, but then you eat it when it's yellow. So a pumpkin is ready when it's orange. Inside a pumpkin are white-shaped seeds. See, and when you carve your pumpkin, you have to take all that stuff out. That's the pulp and the seeds. Or like we like to say, pumpkin guts. Pumpkins are part of the gourd family. They can be red, orange, yellow, white, or tan. See all those different gourds? You probably see lots of those at the pumpkin patch and sometimes the grocery store. Pumpkins can be bumpy or smooth. There's some that have little bumps on it. But like the ones I showed you today, those are smooth. Pumpkins can be used to make bread, soup, bakery treats, and even coffee. I'm sure you guys notice lots of pumpkin spice stuff right now. Those all start with pumpkins. Many people eat the pumpkin seeds and put them on salads. Ooh, have you tried pumpkin seeds? That sounds interesting. But don't eat them right out of the pumpkin. You have to make sure that you bake them first. All right, guys, this is how a pumpkin starts, just like in the little story we just read. This is the life cycle of a pumpkin. And I'm gonna send you all home one of these so that you can show me if you remember the life cycle. But I'll help you out by showing you right now. All right, the pumpkin starts as a seed and it has to be planted. Once it's in the soil and it starts to grow, it'll sprout. So it goes from seed to sprout and then becomes a plant. That's where the vines begin. Then it will be a flower and then a green pumpkin, and then you'll have your big orange pumpkin. Did you know I have one of those growing in my flower bed? We must have thrown out some pumpkin seeds last year. All right, so you're gonna make your own and I can't wait to see it. Make sure everything we do this week, you post it on Facebook because I wanna see your art. You color those and then I want you to cut them out and paste them where they go in this. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be fun. Okay, friends, besides our life cycle of a pumpkin, we're also gonna do another art project and all you'll need is some orange paint. Don't forget you have paint in your transition to school kit that I sent. And you are going to dip your finger in your paint and make little prints in every dot and you can count them. You don't have to get messy, just little fingerprints. They go a long way. Just a little goes a long way. And this is what it'll look like. And you don't have to use orange, it can be different. You can get creative. You can even do a polka dot one or a rainbow one, just like we saw in our story today, spookly. They don't have to look like this. I want you to get creative and have fun. All right, and then we're gonna do a torn paper pumpkin. Grown-ups, this is really good for fine motor skills. So let your kids do it and make sure they're doing it with their fingertips. We want to tear the paper. That's working their little muscles in their fingers, which is very important, especially at this age, to strengthen those fingers because they're going to get ready for writing someday. So you're going to tear up your orange piece of paper that I send you and you're going to fill up your pumpkin. Now listen, you don't have to do it like Miss Stephanie did. See, mine looks just like a little round pumpkin, but you can do it in strips and you can make your own spookly. You could do a square one. You could do a round one. You can do whatever you want. I just want you to tear the paper. That's the most important thing. So that's 3 crafts you have to do. You'll have your fingerprint pumpkin, your torn paper pumpkin, and the life cycle of a pumpkin. And I hope to see you guys at the pumpkin patch because I'm having some play dates there. And we can do a little hunt at the pumpkin patch and find different things. And you can show me your favorite pumpkin. All right, friends, I hope you had fun and that you enjoyed doing your art. we're gonna sing the goodbye song, and then I'll see you next time. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a wonderful child you are. With big bright eyes and nice round cheeks, such a talented person from head to feet. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a wonderful child you are.